everything's just exuberant and everything's so fast acting and fast moving. We sometimes forget, with all this excitement going on, that we have to explain ourselves clearer for the audience to understand, the audience at hand, which right now is going to be the Elder Queen of Swords and the King of Swords. So maybe being able to slow yourself down, slow your roll, kind of like maybe going to, I think that the spread pretty much said it, withdrawing into hermit mode, finding peace within yourself, finding balance within yourself, that calm within yourself. And in order to do that, you're gonna have to go to hermit mode to find that calm within inside of yourself. That might draw back this Eight of Wands energy that's speeding you up so fast, that might be creating this chaos within your family, which is bringing sort of what I'm hearing Divine say is like a miscommunication between all of you guys, which is creating this imbalance or sort of chaos. So it's just being able to trust. Okay, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm talking about. I'm just gonna go to my room. I'm just gonna go to my apartment, my home, whatever it may be. I'm just gonna go home and just chill with myself. I'm good with myself. I don't need to talk about my day with them. I'm good with that. I can talk about it with them later when they're ready to hear me, sort of thing. If you need to take that sort of approach to excuse yourself from the situation, then so be it. Sometimes we need to be a little defensive, and being a family of swords, I'm sure they can handle a little bit of like a slice, not a cut, not a dice, and just a little bit slicing, just to get you away from the situation. Just a little, tearing at the fabric a little bit, just to excuse ourselves. Is I'm imagining how it goes. I sometimes can be like that. I try not to be, but I try to remind myself this is my family, and I love them, and I don't want to say anything that could hurt them or come off in a way that I'm going to hurt them. So I try to always come off in a way that always reminds myself, or I always come off in a way where I'm reminding myself at all times that I love these people, and when I'm going to communicate with them, all I'm trying to do is talk with them, express my day with them, share my day with them, express my love to them one way or another, or share my day and share my life with them. So why would I want to create an argument or get mad at the fact that they're not understanding? I'm just going to try to slow it down to whatever degree that they need to hear me at, in order for them to be able to understand what I'm trying to communicate across the board, which is the ultimate goal at the end of the day. It's to be able to communicate with these two people that I truly love, deep down in my heart and soul. It's to be able to communicate and experience and share my experiences of my life with them, so that they can too share in the excitement, love, and joy, or exuberance that you've been feeling throughout the day. So anyways, yes, so I don't know if I can explain it any clearer. So at the bottom of this deck, we have the same thing. So what's so funny is there's the Two of Wands in the deck here for the Light Seers deck, where I said it was more of a waiting energy. Whatever might be in the Rider Waite deck, I'm not sure because I'm not looking at it. But in this deck, it's looking like she's staring out of the window and waiting. It's like the female energies, you two are just waiting for this situation to be over with already. Whatever the argument may be, it seems like it's over. Some sort of miscommunication is what I'm getting at. Somebody's on a faster pace and like a higher energy is feeding it more energy towards it, and that person, which seems to be you collective, needs to bring it back a little bit and slow it down. Come within yourself a little bit, hermit mode, and then try again to explain to these family members of yours what it is that the message is that you're trying to get across. And again, use love within your heart and soul when you speak to them. So always remind yourself that you're not trying to hurt anybody. You're just trying to communicate with the people that you love. But what's funny is, in this Rider-Smith deck, we have the Two of Wands again. So in the Two of Wands, it's so funny. So instead of a female energy, it's the male energy. So it's so funny. So I'll show you guys what the cards I'm talking about here. So see, this is Light Seer deck, female energy. Rider Waite deck, or Rider-Smith deck, male energy. Both waiting. Two of Wands. Isn't that amazing? So it seems to me that the King of Swords, the male energy, all dynamics of this family is waiting for this to be resolved, or waiting for a tower moment, if you will. Maybe this information is just very heavy, the information that needs to be communicated. Maybe it's not something as simple as a small miscommunication. Maybe it's a message that you need to deliver to your parents and they're not listening, but it's so super important that you need them to understand. which is another reason why you would go into hermit mode, just to kind of regroup yourself and kind of find a different way to approach it. And like I said, the only way to approach it is with love. Okay, so going into hermit mode, finding a different way of delivery for your family to understand you would be best, because it seems like this might be news that could topple your whole family dynamic apart. It could be news that could it could bring down the whole tower, you know, and it could be a tower card basically next on the deck, stating that if you don't present this information gently, which is probably why they didn't hear you in the first place, if you don't state this message gently, they might take it incorrectly, and it's going to cause a bigger tower moment than it has to be. So whatever the information is, either way, collective, it's something that you must deliver, and it's something that you must communicate with your family members. And instead of creating chaos or imbalance within the family, which is going to create a humongous explosion within the tower, kind of go into hermit mode, calm your energy, and bring that calm energy of love back into the family dynamic, and let them know the information that you're trying to get across calmly and with love. So that way, if it's something super important that could kind of tower moment the entire family dynamic, it's as minimal of damage as possible. Yeah, so I can go ahead and I can get one more verifying card from each deck. Okay, so I'll go ahead and pull the first one. It'll be I like to say, like Jerry Springer's final thought card. Okay, so Spirit, go ahead and give me a final word card or a final thought card on this entire spread. With this deck, give me the final advice card, or the ultimate ending card, or a summarization card. Okay. Spirit, can I go ahead and get one last card for this spread? One last card for the spread, please. Oops. That's too much. Ow. Paper cut here now. There we go. Okay, this is going to be Essence. Oh. I would just like all cards to be connected to each and every row, being as it's a final. We're going to go ahead and do a Light Seers deck. Go ahead and shuffle this one. Being that it's a final word, so to speak, a final thought on this entire spread. And I'll go ahead and read these three cards across, since it's a 3-card draw, one from each deck. It's going to be a little different, integrating this cannabis spiritual oracle deck. Okay, let's with that. So give me one final card for this spread. One final card for the spread, please. There we go. All right, there's the Hierophant. Okay. Okay, and then Spirit, give me one final card for this spread. One final thought for the spread, please. Spirit, give me one final card for the spread. Okay. Okay. Spirit, give me one final card for the spread. One final card for the spread. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Alrighty, so how funny. So again, I'm seeing for these final spreads, 2 elder energies and a young energy. So we have the Hierophant, we have Nana Baruku, which is the Essence card, and Page of Pentacles cards, which is Page of Pentacles, a Prince of Pentacles, or Princess of Pentacles, if you will. So basically, this is showing me the attitudes of the family. This is showing me where, like, the essence of Nana Baruku is within your mom. She's like more of a stern, protective mother. Still has a sword in her hand. How funny is that? Your dad's more of like the Hierophant, which is more of like the how do you explain this? The very like follows by the rules. Everything is very orthodox. Everything is very, whether it's religion or law that he abides by all the time. He's very orthodox within his ways. Here you go, Bagheera. And then Page of Pentacles, that's you. Page of Pentacles is, all right, you're just trying to bring a little grounding to the family. You're a little young energy. Page of Pentacles is young, exuberant. There's nothing, let me see. So the Page of Pentacles, basically, if I may explain, is the card emphasizes your sovereignty, sovereignty, and also your young and youthful attributes, like I mentioned. You develop a masterly, innovative way of dealing with the earth forces. All of your skills as a human being of great humor and instinct are needed. So the basic meaning of this card is the adventure of discovery and the search. What is available? What can be made of it? As the case with all the court cards, this page represents an ideal, the perfect mastery over the element in question, in this case the pentacles, which is earth, material, money, talent, the physical. You are like this page, or you are well on your way, and or you are destined to meet somebody like this. Being productive, finding something, planting something, having an effect beyond oneself. So basically the message that you're going to deliver is going to be a message that's going to affect beyond yourself. The pentacle is a gift of life and a mirror to show that you are a treasure for yourself and for your surroundings as soon as you grasp your talents. So basically, once you go into yourself, go into hermit mode, like I mentioned, find stillness within yourself in order to communicate love within your message to these other 2 family members of yours. You'll be able to communicate and be able to direct these surroundings in your home or in your family dynamic. Loving someone also means making demands on her own talents and loving herself, and maybe demanding on their talents of being able to communicate back with you. Our talents are often like the gold that, as the saying goes, paves the streets. At first they seem as inconspicuous as a yellow coin on a yellow backdrop. So basically everything is yellow with you, everything's good. You know what you got to do. You understand. Basically, you know where you're going with this. Your dad, very orthodox. Your mom, very stern, very sharp, very protective. They're not going to change their ways. It's up to you. It's up to you to either, like I mentioned, this is not going to be anything where I'm going to go into super depth of the argument. I don't need to know your guys' family business. I'm not trying to be nosy and evil. I'm trying to just help push along the collective, or the people, if you will, to a better, heightened, more enlightened state of being, especially within love, within their family, friends, or relationships, or romantic relationships. Excuse me. So, like I mentioned in the beginning, I was just going to basically get a feel and take what I see in the cards and use it to sort of advise you along the way, and give you the best advice to direct this problem that you have, which is something very simple. I know it's a very heavy, but simple miscommunication. But it's a very heavy one. I get it. I can feel it in my soul. I understand it's a big one that could burden this entire family and bring a tower moment to this entire family. I understand that. Which is why you want to go into hermit mode, which take your time. That's your time to yourself, no matter how long it takes. But deliver this message when you see fit, because you're the one with the gift in this family, the gift to be able to deliver and communicate such a message. That's why the message was given to you. That's why this message is given to you, whether by somebody else, but no matter what, in the entire spread of life, given to you by the divine, to deliver this message to the older counterparts within your family. So I hope that this message or this reading helped you in some sort of way. I'll probably do a couple more and see how it turns out. I kind of just pray and wish and hope that your family gets through this hurdle, which I'm sure they will. I mean, it seems like you guys are all fairly close. All your energy showed up to the spread, so it's something that I'm sure you guys will make it through. Even if the tower moment were to occur, like I said, with minimal damage is what's best. So deliver the message with love, peace, and remember, this is our family that we love in our heart. We're not trying to hurt, we're just trying to communicate. That's all it is. So deliver your message with love always, and I hope this message helped you. Alrighty, thank you so much.